Okay, Sarge 1911 here. Welcome to today's video. You guys have heard me say it, beg, borrow, steal it, I'll shoot it. Well, what I've done today is I borrowed my first Glock. So I'm gonna shoot my first Glock. If it's worth a damn, I may steal it, but right now it's borrowed. Son-in-law, you gotta use them for something, right? So anyway, we go ahead and load this thing up. I didn't count it, but we'll count them in a little bit. Put my hearing protection on. We'll see if it's going to run. Here we go. Going dry. The one thing I'll say, I didn't so much as spit on it, so it don't have any oil in it. It doesn't hold a lot of ammo. Let me go ahead and shoot it up again. 1, 2, 3. That's about my Spanish. 4, 5, 6. So I can get 6 in the magazine, 1 in the pipe. Total of 7 rounds. Not many. Whoops. Let me drop it. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a little bit more. Don't feel bad shooting. It does run. I bet my convict down there feels it. It doesn't feels okay. I'm a little bit better impressed with it a little bit more than I thought I would. Let's go ahead and shoot a little bit more. I don't have anything exciting to shoot about. I'm shooting this good old Tula again. Let's see if it'll run without falling apart. Truth is, I'm about to run out of Tula, so let's shoot some more. There y'all got to see, I don't count. I got 6 in it before I knew what I was doing. All right, let's try it again. Gong down there. Now I'm gonna shoot my convict. Let's shoot my convict. 6 rounds. 6 rounds. 1, 2, 3. I tell you what, guys, I know there's a lot of talk and a lot of excitement about Glocks. So far, so good. Polymer pistol. I will say this, it's not giving me any trouble as far as firing. Let me put this down. Find my daggum hearing protection. There we go. I'm half deaf anyway. Shoot some more. Well, I missed a convict. I think I dropped one down in here in the 4-wheeler. Let me see if I can get it. No, I didn't. I think it fell on the ground. Yeah, let me get this. I don't want to leave it out here for my lawnmower to hit. Let me get off camera. Now I'm back. All right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 rounds left for the Glock. All right. Try it again. I'm gonna run these up pretty fast. It does run. It does run. I tell you what, do things a little bit different now. Before I go inside and we talk about this thing, you know what? Don't forget, click my sponsor down the bottom, Continental Computer. I hope to have some more soon. They got good accounting software. Guys, subscribe to the channel. I'm gradually growing. I'm loving it. I appreciate every one of them. I appreciate the comments, good and bad. Just try to make them nice. And click a little ding-a-ling that you like it. I appreciate it very much, a whole lot. Tell your friends about it. Make suggestions. Send me some information that you may know. And then I'll try to respond as quick as I can. And let's get this social crap going both ways. Just don't let me sit out here and run my mouth. Talk to me and let's talk back and forth, get to know each other. Right now, let's go inside and talk about the pistol. All right, we're back inside the hideout. You know, we're going to talk about this Glock that I'm going to beg, borrow, steal. This is the Glock 43 9mm. Now, this one here has got a small capacity of 6 rounds. I believe the new 43X has 10 rounds. I don't have access to one of those right now, unless my son-in-law wants to come through. So, you know, did the gun perform well? Yeah, it performed well. Is it a Glock? Yeah, I guess it's a Glock. Magazine removes easy. There's really no safety on them. Like I said, it's almost one of those idiot-proof guns. And I'm not trying to offend anybody on the idiot-proof. You guys all know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to fumble with safeties in a stressful situation. And I've got to almost purposely engage in something to get the fire off. So idiot-proof it's a good thing. You know, slide locks back. It functioned good. It functioned dry. Is it an impressive handgun? You know, I'm Sarge 1911. Metal and wood and blue steel is what impresses me. So plastic polymer, you guys heard me talk about them. I will say this, compared to some other polymer pistols I've shot, this is superior to some of the other name brand polymer pistols I've shot. I shot it shot well. I'm sure it disassembles well. I'm gonna disassemble it and clean it for him before I bring it back. You know, I've looked for a Glock myself several times. I think I'd like to have a Glock 19, just simply because I think it's the size. I don't understand. You guys go ahead and explain to me. This is a Glock 43. There's no 43 caliber. There's not 43 inches long. I don't understand how they get into the naming of their pistols. Is there something behind that says it's a 19 because it shoots 10 times 9 or something? I don't know. I don't know enough about them, but it's time I learn. This is my start. The one thing I did notice out there, though, I do not have a Glock, and I really don't have but a couple of pistols is this size polymer. One thing, let's look here, though, real quick at the serrations on the side of the slide. They're so thin, they're almost non-existent. There's no external safety Glock, but look at that serrations. Now, this is not an anti-Glock review. This is my first Glock review, the first time I've shot a Glock. If I were going to go buy a Glock, I'd like to try a Glock 19, and I hear a lot of talk about what they call the Gucci Glocks. I've seen online where you can buy aftermarket parts just like you can AR-15s and any other weapon, where I can get an open slide, I can get colored barrels, I can do this and I can do that. I mean, I've seen all that. If I buy a Glock, I'm probably going to make it a Gucci Glock so I can be like my Harley Davidson, fine-tune that thing for me. To have one, just to have a Glock, I don't find it necessary. And one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you real quick what I do have. You know, the Glock 43X is selling at, you know, like $500. And, you know, that's not a bad handgun price. But one thing that did catch my attention, while I'm out riding my motorcycle all the time, you know, I carry all the time. But I don't always strap on a big 1911 riding a motorcycle. You guys know I'll carry something different when I'm out rolling around in the woods and hay or whatever. If I'm going some places, I'll just cram a subcompact in my pocket. And what I'll normally carry when I'm on the motorcycle, so I ain't just dragging a tension out there on my side, my shirt blowing up down the road, I carry the Ruger LCP. Now, this is not a Ruger LCP video. This is the Glock 43. But I want you guys to look at something. Look at the size of these two pistols. I mean, when you're talking about the size of the two pistols, I mean, we're talking about maybe an 1/8 to 1/4 inch long. Is, you know, longer. The Glock is just very, very little longer. It's no thicker or thinner, you know. And the reason this one sticks out, I've got a clip on the side here to hold it in my pocket, as you can see. So maybe if I switched it, this side and put them. You know, there's really no difference in the two pistols as far as the width, the overall size, the length, the triggers. You'll both look at both triggers there. You can see the triggers, they're almost the same. You know, I'm going to point out some differences here. I'm going to point out 2-3 differences here between the Glock and the LCP. Like I said, this is not a Glock LCP video. It is a Glock video, but I just can't find but help to point this out. Does this thing Glock shoot well? Absolutely sure does. Is it the same size as the Ruger LCP? Absolutely sure is. Can I carry this one in my pocket? Sure. Can I carry this one in my pocket? I do. The Ruger LCP has a safety. The Glock does not. But I'm going to tell you something. I carry this thing off safe all the time. The reason being, I've got that same long trigger pull that I've got on a Glock. There's virtually no difference in there. Take a look where my fingers line up on the bottom of this LCP. See that little finger? I can just get it up on the side of the thing. 6-round magazine, same capacity as the Glock. Glock, same thing. Here's a couple differences that I see other than the safety. The serrations on the Glock are there. They're on the back. Not a whole lot to them. They're there. Look at the serrations on the LCP. They're twice as deep, if not 3 times as deep. We got some really nice serrations to grab a hold of it. You know, the biggest thing I can say the difference is here, you know, is that here and there significant? Not really. I mean, this is a self-defense pistol. This is what you carry to defend yourself and your loved ones and your property. You know, like I said, we're not out looking for trouble with a handgun like this. We're trying to get trouble away. One of the biggest things I can say about the differences is, you know, the Glock, $500, $550. The LCP, $250 or less. At those kind of prices, I'm gonna buy the LCP. I might buy 2. I might buy one in $9 and one in $380 for what I purchased this one Glock. So I think the Glock name has been around so long, and true, I can't make a Gucci LCP. I can make a Gucci Glock. You know, I think it would be fun if I can bring it in within myself to buy a Glock, to go ahead and Gucci it up. It might be fun for us to do a video. I'd like to try that. I think for me just to have a Glock is probably not what you'll see me doing unless you see me going in and putting a new slide, put a new barrel, put a new trigger, and making it a Gucci Glock. You know, when we're all said and done, this little pistol it's what I expected. It's not 1911. It don't have a trigger like a revolver. I can't polish it, find it. I know you can buy aftermarket parts on it. I also know that you need to make sure you know what you're doing when you change them. Would I like to have a Glock? You guys who've watched some of my previous videos knows I have tried several times to buy a Glock. I go down to the gun store specifically to buy a Glock. I pick one up and I look, and there's that 1911, and I pick up right beside it, and the feel of the 1911 with the blue steel, the wood pistol grips, I just can't walk past it. Glock pistols, they're every bit of what I hear they are. It seems to be very dependable. It seems to be that the sights are efficient, they're adequate. It shoots the same 9mm that the 1911 shoots. You know, if a Glock pistol is your thing, by all means, get you a Glock pistol. You know, I challenge you to go out and try some other pistols though. Do like I do, beg, borrow, steal. I'm gonna have to sleep on this before I give it back to my son-in-law. You know, there's some things that son-in-laws just have to learn. He may have to learn this one the hard way. Until we get together and shoot again, always guys, shoot safe, shoot straight, hood.